All right, welcome back, YouTube family. What is good? It's your boy, Austin Wayne, the gambling degenerate, and you are now tuned in to another episode of The Answer Key, where you guys got the questions and I got the answers. Locks, predictions, anything NFL betting related, I got you covered right here on this channel. Now, we are on fire lately. We did pretty good on our picks last week. We're still in a winning record, guys. But hey, I want to give a quick shout out to each and every one of you who have subscribed to my channel so far. You have helped me reach my first goal of 100 subscribers. And for that, I want to say thank you. I am raising the bar, setting the bar a little higher this time. I'm going for 250 subscribers. So if you guys could help me get there, I would truly appreciate that. Hit the like, hit the subscribe button, and please guys, please leave a comment below this video. I do want to know how crazy you think I am and what your predictions are. Anything you say is way more important than anything I could say throughout this video. If you stay with me till the end of this video, I do have a parlay that I think you guys could cash out on this week. So please stay with me till the end of this. Without any further ado, let's jump into these week 9 picks. Here we go. It is time for Week 9 football, my friends. I'm jumping right in there like a cannonball. First game of the Week 9 slate, we got a Thursday night showdown. We got the Philadelphia Eagles heading to Houston to play these Texans. Now, of course, everyone knows the Philadelphia Eagles, one of the best teams in the NFL, but this is going to be a trap game, a little trick game. My sensor's going off. You know, the spread to them is 14 points favored to Philadelphia. I do know Houston is where I'm pretty sure Jalen Hurts is from. And this is a Thursday night game, one of the best offensive teams versus one of the worst defensive teams. You know, this is a trap to me. I'm taking, before I get into this, guys, seeing a lot of comments below saying your spreads are wrong. How is the spread this when you're betting this? Listen, guys, for every spread, I'm usually buying 1.5. And for every total, it's usually 1.5 if it's a flat number. But if it's 0.5, I'm only buying 1 point. Okay? This game is a perfect example. The spread is 14 points favored to Philadelphia. I'm taking the Houston Texans at plus 15.5 points. I will take Philadelphia Eagles to comeback victory. And let's see here. The total is 45 points. I'm going to take the under 46.5 points just because I don't think Houston's going to do much against this Philadelphia defense. I got them in fantasy, thank God. Moving on. We got the Carolina Panthers heading to Cincinnati to play these Bengals. I don't think that Jamar Chase is going to be back for this game. Let's see here. Carolina Panthers barely lost to the Falcons. That was a sad loss. PJ Walker is absolutely a stud. And I personally think that the Panthers defense is not, if not just as good, right below the Browns defense, which the Bengals offensive line just got destroyed by. Carolina Panthers got a good defensive line. You know, the Bengals are favored by 7.5 points in this matchup. I'm not taking it. You know, I'm taking the Carolina Panthers at plus 9 points. I'm taking them outright for the money. Call me crazy in the comments. Looking forward to it. And the total is 42.5 points. So I'm only buying 1 point. It's going to be over 41.5 points. Moving on, we got the Green Bay Packers heading to Detroit to play these Lions. Now, I know I said last video I'm never betting on the Packers or the Bucs again. That's somewhat true. But I have Aaron Jones on my fantasy team, and I saw something in the Packers offense last week. I do think it comes together this week against the Detroit Lions, who just traded away TJ Hawkinson. Their offense is going to be a little weaker. Packers favored by 3.5 points here. You know, I'm going to buy 1.5. I'm taking the Packers at minus 1.5. I'm taking them outright. And the total here is 50 points. I'm taking the over 48.5 points. Over. Next game, we got the Miami Dolphins. Let me look at my paper here. Miami Dolphins against the Chicago Bears. The Dolphins just traded away Chase Edmonds. They got Nick Chubb with the Broncos. That was a fantastic trade, I thought. And the Bears, they just got Chase Claypool. They need somebody else. Now they got Mooney, they got N'Keal Harry, and they got Chase Claypool. We might start to see the Bears offense take off a little bit. Let's see here. The Dolphins, they are favored by 5 points in this game. You know what? I'm going to have to rock with that. Just because I think the defense is that good, the Bears' offense is it's just not good enough. Their defense is not going to be able to keep up with Tyreek and Waddle. Taking the Dolphins at minus 3.5 points. I'm taking them outright, and the total is 44 points. I do think the Bears' offense scores more points than usual, so for that reason, I'm taking the over 42.5 points. Moving on. We got the Las Vegas Raiders, going to Jacksonville to play these Jaguars. I do think this is going to be a Travis Etienne game. I do think he will do very well, even though the Raiders front is pretty stout. Both of these teams are 2-5. So I do believe this is going to be a little shootout depending on who wants it more. It's going to be a close one. They have it favored to the Raiders by 1.5 points. I think I agree with them. I do think the Raiders roster is just a little bit more talented. I don't think Derek Carr is done just yet. I'm taking the Raiders at minus 1.5 points. I'm taking them outright. And like I said, I think this is going to be a little shootout. The total is 48 points, excuse me. So I'm taking the over 46.5 points. Moving on. We got the Los Angeles Chargers heading to Atlanta to play these Falcons. Falcons got lucky last week. Sorry for all you Falcons fans. Chargers going to be nice and fresh off a bye. Let's see here. The Chargers are favored by 3 points. I think I'm going to have to agree with that. Their defense is going to eat up Mariota. I'm taking the Chargers minus 1.5 points. I'm taking them outright. And the total is 49 points. I'm taking the under in this matchup, under 50.5 points for me. Moving on. We got a great one. We got the Buffalo Bills heading to New York to play these Jets. Lately, I've been a little Jets fan. Sadly, they got beat by the Patriots last week. Buffalo, obviously one of the best teams in the league. It's a little tricky to me. Buffalo by 13 points. I hope Zach Wilson doesn't make the same mistakes he made last weekend. I gotta give it to the Jets front. I think they're gonna slow them down just a little bit. I'm taking the Jets at plus 14.5 for this matchup. I will take the Bills outright to win. And this is one of my favorite picks of the week. I hope I'm not wrong. The total is 47, so I'm taking 1.5 points. I'm taking the under 48.5 points for this matchup. Defensive game. Moving on. We got the Indianapolis Colts heading to New England to play these Patriots. This is around the time when the New England Patriots start to get a little hot. Bill Belichick usually does pretty well against rookie quarterbacks, but I am a fan of Sam Ehlinger. I do think that their defense played pretty well last weekend, even though they lost. I think this is one of those games where Jonathan Taylor goes crazy. The spreads, just because the spread's a little tricky to me, guys. It's sketchy. It's 5.5 points favored to the Patriots. I could be wrong, but hey, that's what this game is about sometimes. I'm taking my chances. I love chances. I take what I want. I want what I take. I'm going to go with the Colts in this matchup at plus 7 points. I'm taking them outright for the money. And the total is 39 points. I think it's going to be a defensive game because I am taking the Colts. I hope I'm not wrong here. I'm taking the over 37.5 points. Moving on. We got the Minnesota Vikings, one of the hottest teams in the NFL, going to Washington to play these Commanders. Dalvin Cook's looking better and better behind that line. Washington Commanders, they've been getting lucky with Taylor Heineke. 2 lucky wins now. They just traded away William Jackson, one of their defensive backs, and the Vikings just got T.J. Hawkinson, so their offense is looking better and better. The Vikings are favored by 3.5 points in this matchup. I'm taking the Vikings at minus 1.5 points. I'm taking them outright to win this game, and the total is 43.5 points. I will take the under 44.5 points. I don't think that Heineke does enough against this Minnesota front. Moving on, we got the Seattle Seahawks going to Arizona to play these Cardinals. You know, Arizona's offense looking a lot better with, let's see here, with DeAndre Hopkins, excuse me. I knew the name, just couldn't spit it out. Seattle Seahawks, of course, been balling with Geno. He's red hot right now. This is battle of the feathers. You know, surprisingly, the Cardinals are favored in this matchup. It's going to be a close one, though. I can't side with the Cardinals right now. I do think Geno's playing lights out. I think DK comes back this matchup. So here we go. We got Seattle at plus 3.5. I'm taking Seattle plus 3.5. I'm taking them for the money. And the total is 50.5 points. I will take the over. I do believe this is a shootout. I think DeAndre Hopkins shreds Seattle secondary, but I do think that Kenneth Walker, K9, starts vibing, starts running all over this Cardinals front. So for that, I will take the over at 49.5 points. Moving on, we got the Los Angeles Rams heading to Tampa Bay to play Tom Brady and these Bucks. You know, I don't know what's going on with Devin White. It looks like he's not the same anymore. Tom Brady, I'm not going to say is washed, but he is just looking off. Something is going on, probably the divorce, family, whatever it is. I do not know. You know, the Bucks are favored in this game by 3 points, but hey, they were also favored against the Ravens, and we all saw what happened there. I told myself I'd never bet on the Bucks again until I see something magical. I'm taking the Rams at plus 4.5 points in this matchup. I'm taking them for the money. Need that money. And, you know, the total is 42.5 points. I do think this is a defensive matchup. Jalen Ramsey, you know, Mike Evans, always a good battle. I'm taking the under 43.5 points. Moving on, we got the Tennessee Titans heading to Kansas City to play these Chiefs. Chiefs going to be nice and rested off the bye week. They just got Kadarius Toney. I'm looking forward to see what he can do on offense. But, you know, sadly, the Chiefs are going up against Derrick Henry, and I do not think the Chiefs' run-stopping ability is that great. I do think Mike Vrabel is one of the best coaches in the league. Not saying that Andy Reid is not, but I do think the Tennessee Titans will make this game closer on Sunday night than people think. I'm taking the Titans at plus 14.5 points. Do think it's close. I will take the Chiefs outright to win. You know, I do think, you know, Travis Kelce's unstoppable. He's the best tight end in history, I think. And, you know, the total is 46.5 points. I got to go with the over just because we're talking Pat Mahomes here and Derrick Henry. Over 45.5 points for me. Moving on, we got the Baltimore Ravens and Lamar Jackson heading to New Orleans to play these Saints. I do think the Saints got lucky last week against the Raiders, even though Kamara had an amazing game. He's a great athlete. You know, the Baltimore Ravens, you know, they got Deshaun Jackson now. They just got Roquan Smith paired with Patrick Queen, Marlon Humphrey, Marcus Peters. Their defense is looking better and better. Watch out for these Ravens guys, I'm telling you. I hope they pay Lamar Jackson. But if not, I'm looking forward to see where he goes. You know, Andy Dalton, I just don't know if he's going to do it against the Ravens secondary. The Ravens are favored here by 3 points. I'm rocking with the Ravens. I'm a big Lamar Jackson guy. Ravens minus 1.5 in my book. I'm taking them outright. And then the total is 48 points. I don't know if Landry or Thomas is going to be back, guys. I hope Lattimore is coming back. This is a hard one. But since it is Monday night and everyone's watching it, Ravens defense, I'm going to go ahead. I'm taking the under at 49.5 points. Okay, under. That was my Week 9 picks. I do hope you guys are enjoying the content. If you are so far, go ahead, do me a little like, do me a little subscribe. I told you I am trying to get to 250 subscribers. Oh, wait, don't go anywhere just yet. I do have a parlay that I think you guys could cash out on this week. Let's get it started. Call me crazy. Do with this what you may. Take a pick out, put a pick of your own in. But I think this is how it's going down this week in week 9. I'm taking the Panthers money line. I'm taking their front to sack Joe Burrow. And I'm taking them money line. I'm taking the Packers money line. In the Jets and Bills game, I'm taking the under 48.5 points. I will take the Dolphins money line. Tua's quick release is too much. And I'm taking the Vikings money line and Ravens money line. On the bookie that I use, this parlay, if you put $100, should give you a little bit over $3,000. Thank me later if that hits. Like I said, I do hope you guys enjoyed this content. If you could, go ahead and leave me a comment down below. Anything that I said throughout this video is not as important as anything you guys could say. Without any further ado, let's go get this money. Week 9 picks, that's a wrap.